Okay, it says that my broadcast is live, so hello and welcome. I am going to start off, as promised, with a little tip about how to search for these blog posts. Sorry if you heard that, I forgot to mute. All right, so let's share my screen. Okay, so all of the Ravelry blog posts are searchable and available for you to look at. If you go to our help page, and this is in the top navigation on any page in Ravelry, we have these getting started guides, we have a search, and this search searches through our blog posts. And we also have, these are the most recent ones, and then you can go to an archive, and you can see all the blog posts that we have done since 2013, I think. Let's see, 2013. And as I said, you can also search in here, and I can search for Q&A. Let's see what I get. We get this blog post, another live Q&A. It has a star next to it showing you this is a blog post. This is content that Ravelry staff has created. So yeah, I hope that's really helpful for you in getting back to these tips and this eye candy that we put a lot of time into and hope is really great for everyone. So now I'm going to open this up and see if anybody has any questions. Okay, while I'm waiting, I got some in a private message, so I'm going to go ahead and answer some of those. So one question I got was, is there a way to have multiple two people in a message? Like, can you send a message, a private message to more than one person? And the answer to that is no, you cannot. You can only send a message to a single individual. We do that to prevent spam. So unfortunately, no. I do think we have an item for that on the list. I'm going to the forums and go to the list. I'm going to search for, let's see, look on the sides. Yeah, okay. Messaging, ability to send a message to multiple recipients. So it is on the list. It is a requested feature. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can come to this issue on the list and you can vote for it. You can say you'd like to watch it, etc. And then if it's ever completed, we will let you know. I'll ask again for folks following along live. Do you guys have any questions for me? You can just leave it in the live chat. Okay, C Cat says, is there a way to add patterns to remember and compare outside of the advanced pattern search? That is a great question, and no, there is not. For folks who don't know what remember and compare is, I'm going to show that off. I'm going to go to patterns. I'm going to go to advanced search. And so I'm going to mark this as remember and compare. I'm going to mark this one as remember and compare. I'm going to mark this one as remember and compare. And I can click on this over here. And it'll show me everything that I'm comparing all in one search together. But the advanced search is the only place that you can set that up. You can't set that up on the pattern page or anywhere else across the site. It's a good question. Do we have any other questions from the live participants? Okay, while I'm waiting, I'm going to go to another one from my inbox. This question is, can you attach a picture to a message? She's someone who's done some test knits, and she'd love to share a picture with the designer in a message. And so the answer is yes, you can send a picture in a message, just like you do in the forums. Let's see. So I'm going to find Sarah, and I'm going to send her a message. And so, hello. And then if I want to send her, put a picture in it, I just click on this, and I have the same options I have on the project pages. So I can upload a picture from my computer. I can use a photo from my stash. So I can say, yeah, I want to send her this. This question was specifically about testnets, and so those wouldn't be on a project page yet, but if you have it on, say, Flickr, you can link to it there, or you can just upload it from your computer. And so then I can send this along. I can send her that message, and she'll have that picture. All right, I'm hearing that the video is out of focus, okay? Does that make it better? Unfortunately, that's the best that I have. So I'm really sorry if this isn't visible super well for everyone. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to go to more questions from my inbox. Next question was, is there a way to create a project page but keep it hidden until you want to share it as in a testnet? There is not. We do not have private project pages. Again, it's something that's really highly requested. It is on the list, and you're welcome to leave a comment, vote for it, and if we ever decide to do it, you'll be notified. Any other questions for our live viewers? Okay, someone's leaving a note saying in their video settings, they can improve the quality. I'm not going to fiddle with settings while I'm doing this live. I don't think that that's going to turn out well for anyone involved. But hopefully you guys can be making some changes, and that will be better. I've learned that I'll restart my internet next time before I do one of these. Okay, I see another question. How do I get things from my library to my queue? Janet Brown, thank you for asking. There is no way to move things directly from your library to your queue. You can just have to go to the item that's in your library, and then this pattern is actually in my queue. Let's go to one that is not. And then I would click here on the title to go to the pattern page. And from there, I would click Add to Queue. There's nothing any faster than that. I see that Debbie Sands, I hope I'm saying that right, is asking a question. Is there a way to rename a forum tab I created for some of my groups? Yes, you can rename your forum tabs. So for that, I'm going to go to Forums. And then I'm going to go to Settings. And then way down at the bottom are your tabs. And you can just click on one of them, and you can change the name. And then you save it after you've changed it, and then that'll change the name of your form tab. One thing that's new that Casey has just added is you can also drag and drop and reorder your forum tabs. We didn't used to have that capability, and that is very new. It's very exciting. This doesn't seem to work on your iPad. Okay, I can take a look at that on the Ravelry iPad after I finish this Q&A and see if I can figure out why it's not working on the iPad. Rana's asking, how long will this live broadcast be on? Just 5 more minutes. We'll keep these to 15 minutes to keep it kind of reasonable for the person running it, but we hope to do more of these if people have more questions in the future. Any more questions from the folks watching along? All right, I'm going to go to another one from my inbox. What is a pro account and what are the differences between it and my current account? How do I get one if it is right for me? That's a great question because people see that I have this pro account on my page and wonder what it is. So a pro account is the part of Ravelry if you are a yarn related business owner. So we actually have a Ravelry pro account for us. So you can kind of see here, if you have an app that uses Ravelry, if you own a yarn store, if you sell patterns, if you run ads, and also if you make yarn or dye yarn. If you do any of those things, then you might need a pro account. It doesn't cost anything to have a pro account. You can, running an ad costs money. We take a portion of pattern sales. You can do things in a pro account that cost money, but the pro account itself doesn't cost anything. And if you have a yarn related business and you'd like to be using it on Ravelry and you're not, then you can come to the Ravelry Shopkeepers group and we would be very happy to help you with that. Ravelry Shopkeepers. We can help you figure out what you need, help you get your pro account started. Okay, anything else from the folks watching along? I'm going to go back to my message box, see what I see. In the next Q&A, indicate the best place to send questions. That is a good question. I think the best place is probably in For the Love of Ravelry. Someone could start a thread and they can be future Q&A questions, and we can just corral them there. And then we will answer them in future Q&As. So we have a couple more minutes. I think I have time for maybe 1 or 2 questions. When will I do this again? That is a good question. We don't have a schedule. Really, it's whatever it's their turn to write a tip blog post and they don't have anything that they are immediately excited to announce. So it could be next week. It might not be for another month. It's really just whenever somebody feels like doing one. Okay, I'm trying to think of one last cool tip I could share before I sign off. Okay, how about this? If you are on an iPad, drag and drop, it can be tough on an iPad. And we were just on this forum settings tab where you can reorder your forums and reorder your tabs, but we know that that can be difficult to do on an iPad. So one thing that we've made to make that a little easier is if you would like to reorder your forums within a tab, you can go to this little triangle in the corner and you click on it, and there's an option called reorder this forum. You click on that. So now I have this help thing and I can choose where I want to move it to. So I can move it here, select this location, and I click on that, and they switch places. So I know a lot of people who have iPads or other touch tablets find that to be a lot easier for them. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for everybody who joined and asked questions, and we'll definitely do more of these in the future. Thank you very much. Bye.